Hey, welcome back to our Facebook motocross training segment. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to center yourself on your motorcycle and to make sure that you're doing it properly. The reason why we bring this up is because we experience that most riders, when they're riding, they might be centered on their bike when they're in one position, but anytime you go into a corner, go up a hill, down a hill, over an obstacle, we constantly have to be repositioning our body weights to be centered on this motorcycle at all times. A lot of times when you're doing it incorrectly, you can miss out. I mean, if you're going up a hill and you're leaning too far back, the front wheel could come over. If you're going down a hill, your back end could come over. If you're on a straightaway and you're not centered, you can basically be riding improperly. That can cause a crash. In a corner, if you're not centered around a corner, you're going to wash out. Your tires are not going to have the right kind of traction to keep you solid in that corner. And so there's a lot of negative attributes that come alongside of not being centered on your bike. And today I want to help you figure this out. So the first thing is to figure out if you're centered. So trying to figure out how I want to word this. All right, so we'll say this. Basically, what I like to do is you always want to have your arms up. You want your eyes to be able to look down the center of your number plate, and then your body you should always point your butt back. You want to unlock your hips, and then you always want to be centered. So basically, where your feet are, you want to center down the motorcycle. And where this changes is anytime you go, the bike shifts from level. And so if this is your motorcycle and your bike leans over to the right side, no longer do you want to be centered on the motorcycle. You want to move your weight back to centered on the motorcycle, so it looks different. If you were to have all your weight up high when you're leaned over in a corner, all the weight is going to be top heavy and it's going to make you tumble in a corner. Also, if you're going up a steep hill and your weight is still centered, all your weight is going to be on the back of the motorcycle and it's going to cause the front end to come up, so you want to move your weight forward up over the bars. And also when descending down a hill, it's in the same way. Look, I know this sounds simple, I get it. We all know that we should be centered, but the truth is, at the end of the day, every day I see people crashing in corners because they're not centered on the motorcycle. They haven't learned to position their body to the outside of the bike to center themselves going around corners. And likewise on starts, going up hills, and on all walks. So I know this sounds simple, but I just want to make sure that you're not doing this mistake and that you're riding safely, and this is going to make you a better rider someday. So hope you enjoyed that. See you guys on the next video.